not always an easy task. You need to consider so many factors such as the distance to your school, the public transport services, that's if you're going to be commuting, and you also need to look for a place that you'll be very comfortable and safe, where you also need to study in peace, in as much as you also need to socialize and also have good grades. And above all, you need to pray for the best housemate. Okay, so in this video I'll be listing the best student accommodation websites in the UK so you can make the best decision for yourself. Moving forward, please allow me to specifically welcome my new viewers and subscribers. Please, if you're seeing the channel for the very first time, you're very much welcome. Please consider joining this channel by hitting the subscription button and turning on your bell so I get to know when I post new videos, okay? And to my returning subscribers and always consistent viewers, thank you so very much. You guys don't know what you guys are doing for me. I really appreciate it, okay? So let's continue with today's video. I would like to explain further that a student accommodation is a building or set of buildings specifically designed for students. In most cases, it can be owned by universities, while others may be private owned. And where you can see this private owned is different websites. And if you want to have accommodation made by a university, you also need to apply on the accommodation. Now, why is student accommodation so important? My dear, in as much as you are applying for your admission or you've already gotten your admission, you're making plans and preparations to come to the UK, or you're in the category of those still hoping and waiting to hear from the Home Office regarding your interview and regarding the visa process, it is time for you to start looking for accommodation. You don't have to wait till then. Admission is important, accommodation is far more important because why? There's no under bridge in UK, in abroad. I don't know about the other part of the country, but in UK there's no under bridge where you say, I'll rest my head for this bridge for some time. No. So as you're going for your admission, when you have your admission, when you start your visa worker, make sure that you also use one eye when searching for accommodation unless you want to stay in the university accommodation, okay? I want to advise you to look into hotel because hotel here they cut neck. So if you have admission, you have your visa pre-application ongoing, also it's time for you to start looking for your accommodation. Yeah. So you also have to know that accommodation prices differs based on your city. Okay. So this site is for the whole of United Kingdom, and I've always said in my video, you can get about 4 countries: England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. So the prices in England is definitely going to be different from the prices in Scotland, and the prices in Northern Ireland are going to be different from the prices in Wales. Okay, so you have to know that if I'm getting an accommodation in Scotland for £300 per month, just know that in England, you're getting accommodation for 500 because England is more expensive compared to other parts of the country. Okay, so let me list the websites. The first one is Spare Room. It only takes a few clicks. Maybe when you're out and about, just define your search. Maybe you need a single room, a double room, a flat, a house, a flatmate, whatever. Just name whatever you need on their website and it will be specifically detailed for you. Okay, so now here in the UK, how they explain their houses and rooms is different. Okay, back home a studio is 1 bedroom flat. Then a 1 bedroom flat is like a self-contained, I don't know if I'm right, but a studio you have room and kitchen and toilet inside. But for when you talk about house share, that's gonna be like a 5-bedroom house, okay? Then you'll be entitled to shared lounge and shared kitchen and toilet, but you have just a room in that house. And that one tends to save cost because you only get to pay for your bills, and your landlord, if it's private owned, will take care of your council tax, your water bills, your light, and literally everything. So all you need to have is just to pay for your house rent, okay? And note that if you're in a community, if you're in a house that is mainly for students, people are exempted from paying council tax. So note this: wherever you're coming from, wherever you find yourself, just also always note that houses that are specifically meant for students alone are council tax exempt. I have a video on my channel that talks about new immigrants must have and do. I'll advise you to kindly watch that video because it's going to give you a head up on what is expected of you to do and not to do, and it's going to be helpful to you. I'm dropping the link in my description box, okay? Don't forget to watch that video, okay? It's fully loaded with information for international students who are migrating to the UK for the very first time. I assure you, thank me later. Website where you can get cheap accommodation is Rightmove student accommodation. This very one is of two types, Rightmove and Rightmove student accommodation. So the one that is just Rightmove is for other people, not specifically for students. That it does like for us and other professionals, okay? When you're looking for a house, maybe when you're done with school and you want to relocate or wherever you want to go, you want to leave the student accommodation itself, then just check on the Rightmove. But for the purpose of this video, I'm dealing with Rightmove student accommodation. This one literally, you can have the app or you can check their website, Rightmove. As every other thing is literally the same. You need to register, then fill in your taste, like define your search on what you want. If it's a single room, a double room, a shared house, or whatever. It's literally the same thing with every other site I've been listing on this video. The third one is rooftop living. Like I said, just define your search. Then I also advise that if you are searching for an accommodation, maybe you're schooling in Birmingham, University of Birmingham, I'll advise you to look for accommodation not so close to the school, but in terms of commuting, in terms of public transport, it's easy because accommodation around the university area is always expensive normally. So maybe just look for accommodation where you can get like one bus will take you there. Like outside the city center or outside the university territory, okay? You get to get a cheaper, even a more cheaper price. Also look at, in terms of commuting, how is it going to be helpful to you, unless you want to be cycling like us that we cycled, or you want to use the bus, like, or you want to drive. Of course, we are students, we can also drive. We have the money. So it all depends. So I'll put all this into consideration, especially the distance, because you don't want and buses, because you don't want to go outside and be waiting for hours to get a bus to school. And also look at if it's workable as well. So make sure that your choices of your accommodation will suit you better, okay? And the prices is also very not so pricey. Get what I mean, okay? So the fourth one is Amber Students. Amber Students is also a website for students to get cheap accommodation. So if you're watching this video anywhere you are, start doing your search now. Accommodation, these sites, they provide cheap accommodation. So just define your search, what you want, and all those stuffs, okay? And the last one I would say is Studentpad accommodation. They also provide cheap accommodation, okay? So literally all of them is the same thing, just not that they're the same thing per se, as in terms of cheapness, they are cheap, okay? So use your search engine to check out this site listed and thank me later. So I hope this video came to you at the right time and I hope you are blessed. Please do well to consider subscribing to my channel, like my videos, share my videos. Don't forget to drop a comment. It helps boost my channel visibility. Please, if this channel has given you some good sense of direction, please subscribe. Please subscribe, okay? And until next time, bye for now. This is just the 5. We can have more. And international students, I have a juicy information. I'm trying to gather my thoughts on how to talk about it. So don't forget to subscribe so I don't get to miss that juicy offer that is coming, okay? Bye guys, it's your girl P.